Setting up the presentation when using calculations as your main factor, as the main focus. Now, number one, you're going to qualify and investigate what's the current monthly payment. Simply because you're going to use that amount to calculate and compare with the options that we're going to offer. Number two, you're going to offer information such as value, real life examples, justifying factors. Number three, you're going to offer the approximate of the monthly payment. So for the sake of the scenario, let's just assume that the customer has a payment of $90 a month. You're going to introduce the approximate of the monthly payment of $70 to $75. So number four, you're going to calculate the short-term and the long-term savings. So you're going to do the math of 90 minus 70 to 75. So you're going to calculate $30 of savings every single month. So within the calculation approach, it's very important to sell the idea that you're saving them $30, to elaborate on the benefit of those $30. They could use the $30 for other payments, for food, for gas. They could technically use the $30 that they're going to save every single month towards something else, towards another bill. Also, it's important to calculate those $30 and multiply them through the course of the year. 30 times 12, we're looking at a total of 360. So you can round it off to 400. You can tell them that they're saving roughly around $400. You're also going to sell the idea that no one is qualifying for $400 savings through the course of the year. That everybody that saves money is saving $100, $150 versus them, they're actually saving around $400. So you need to sell the idea that they're saving a lot more than everybody else. Now, within setting up the presentation for calculations, it's very important to elaborate and also to break the calculations into the smallest quantity. So I'll give you another example. So that's going to be number 5, break it into the smallest quantity. If the customer has 2 vehicles for liability, we're technically offering 70 to 75. So let's assume we do the math based on 70. You're going to break down the 70 into half, and you're going to tell them that they're going to be paying $35 per vehicle per month. So break it into the smallest quantity so they can see the benefit of the exact monthly payment per vehicle. So instead of them doing the math on a 70 concept, they're going to do the math, or they're going to process calculations based on 35. So $35 per car seems a lot better than $70 per month. So always break the monthly payment or the total into the smallest quantity. So the main focus of this presentation is simply to do the math, to calculate the savings per month, calculate the savings through the course of the year, sell the benefit that no one else is saving as much money as them, and also to break it down into the smallest quantity. This is going to help the customer at least have a different way of looking at the math. They're not going to focus on the overall amount. They may focus on the smallest quantity, or they may not focus on the $30 a month that they're saving. They may focus on $400. So you technically target almost every single calculation. You break it down and you elaborate on all the math, all the calculations, and this is a way of adding value to your presentation.